How's it going, Borderlands community? Welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. Today, guys, we're going to be going over DLC 1 for Borderlands 3, which releases December 19th, so not too far away, guys, less than a month away. We're also going to be going over the current raid that's going on right now and a bunch of new fixes, including like Mayhem 4 and some other stuff. We're going to go over that here in a bit. But first, I wanted to go over the current raid that is going on right now is the Maliwan's Black Site. So this raid is meant for people kind of higher level towards the end part of the game. 4-player co-op mission at level 50, so it sounds like it's going to be decently hard, and that you literally need 4 people at level 50 doing their max. So if you're looking for some real good in-game content, even like Takedown's Brutal Test of Skill, if you're looking for some real good in-game content that's hard, this is the way to go during this little event here. It is currently live. Like I said right already, it's currently live. 30 to 45 minutes of non-stop action, so a decent bit of gameplay. I'm not sure when this event ends. I'm not sure if this is included in the Halloween event, which means it ends December 5th. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be going on longer, or maybe raids always stay. I don't really know the details as to when this event is ending, or not event, but raid. I don't know when the raid's ending. I know when the event's ending. The Halloween event ends December 5th, but I'm not sure if the raid will stay on forever. I'm not too sure. But let's go back and let's get into the details of DLC 1. Whoo, boy. Like I said, Borderlands show episode 3 had Randy Pitchford on it, which they did showcase and talk about the event. So most of what's going on here with this, this page is written stuff here is what they were talking about during that whole episode of the Borderlands show. Borderlands episode 3 to be exact, as to what was going on. So it does come out December 19th, like I said, and it is called Moxxi's Heist of the Handsome Jackpot. So it's casino themed, which runs pretty well with Moxxi, I'd imagine. She kind of does that whole thing. But basically, Handsome Jack left a jackpot. A bunch of Hyperion loader bots are there. Since Jack's death, the Handsome Jackpot, I guess, has been laying there since his death, and it's kind of the job of us Vault Hunters to go in and take it. Looks like Moxxi might be leading the assault here. Let's read on more about this. The Handsome Pot is quite possibly the the gaudiest gambling spot in the galaxy. So it's the biggest spot in the galaxy for jackpot. Just gambling. With neon lights, slot machines, and gold statues all over the place. The finishing touch is a huge hologram of Handsome Jack himself, which you can kind of see right there, kind of in the center. I bet that's like maybe the middle of the map or something like that. As he posts humorously lords over the casino of his own creation. So it is made by him. Only it's not really his creation at all. Moxxi shared her casino idea with Jack. Oh, so it was her idea when they were dating. Oh, so that's some good lore. Only for Jack to steal her dream designs when they broke up. This elaborate heist is Moxxi's way of getting back at her ex for good. So it goes on to some more details here on what we get and when basically we are able to play it. So it does seem like you need to have a character that is level 13, and you have to complete episode 5 of the Borderlands 3 main story. If you're doing campaign DLC 1, I imagine you're already at Sanctuary. I don't think you would be before that trying to get into DLC 1 unless you're starting a new character, which you might not be able to do. But okay, Randy Pitchford said during Borderlands show, or you might just be starting out, you might start a fresh game, and boom, this is just like a side quest, a very evolved side quest that is, you can expect hours of fresh content. I like that. Unique enemies to eliminate, and formidable bosses to conquer, and of course, plenty of new loot to collect, including guns, gear, and cosmetics. So we are getting brand new guns, brand new gears, cosmetics, the whole kind of deal. And he says hours of content. This seems like side quest type of stuff. I was expecting something that continued the story kind of full on, but this is going to be kind of more geared towards, I guess, Tiny Tina like. So this is going to be kind of what everybody else has been doing after Borderlands 3 ends. Not necessarily continuing what was going on and what's going to be pushing forward for Borderlands 3. So this isn't like Borderlands 4 type of content. This is like Borderlands 3, what everybody else is kind of doing at the end of the Borderlands 3 kind of saga here, which is cool, but it is going to be more like Torg's DLC. It's going to be more like Tiny Tina DLC and stuff like that. it is going to be DLC that we can kind of expect from other ones. Unlike Borderlands 1, where I think General Knox really is like a continuation of the full-on main story. As far as I can kind of tell, this isn't going to be like that. But either way, this is still pretty cool, and I'm glad that we are going to be, getting this, because obviously Borderlands is just great. I did not expect a DLC 1 this early, so they must have been working on this, a decent bit before the game even released. So for them to get this out so fast is pretty awesome. Again, talks about having the season pass for a limited time on Xbox One and PS4. If you're watching this video, Borderlands 3 is free for a little bit, and all your progress you make will carry over if you do end up wanting to get the game when the free weekend ends. So it's basically just this little weekend here. If you like the game, well, your progress carries over. You can play it off later, which is honestly really, really nice. So it goes on here to talk about the Takedown Black Site new raid, and it also gives us the new option for Mayhem 4. So Mayhem 4 lets you ramp up the Mayhem mode's difficulty even further. Eliminates negative modifiers. Oh, and it has its own exclusive batch of legendary gear that will drop while Mayhem 4 is enabled. So only certain gear that you could have drop will drop now in Mayhem 4. So get to level 50, grind those legendaries, because it seems like Mayhem 4 is going to be pretty hard. Mayhem 3 already is decently hard. Even if you are max level, it's decently hard, especially for some bosses and some enemies, especially if you don't have a full team. Mayhem 4, this is going to be something else, and I do not know what this looks like in game exactly, but it looks like it looks like we're going to eventually find that. So here are some little updates that we have for the game. I would consider these to be pretty decently big updates, because this isn't just like, oh, it's a patch. No, this is full on big things that they're including in the game now, and I'm sure this is all just free, not obviously stuff you have to pay for. But in addition to a target dummy wearing a familiar mask has been installed at 6-3 shooting range. That's kind of nice, so you can test out your weapons without putting yourself in harm's way. A new vending machine has been added, deployed across the galaxy. Huh. And new vending machines have been... Oh, so just new ones all over, I guess? All bosses will be dedicated loot pools, so you can more efficiently farm coveted legendary items. So now we have dedicated loot pools for certain bosses, so it's not so random, or that just means you can get more guns for certain from certain bosses now. That's pretty nice. We'll have to kind of figure that out and figure out what's going on here. The biggest one, the maximum bank size has been upgraded from 50 to 300 slots. Why was it so small to begin with? Why? So small to begin with. So the maximum upgrade is not 50 anymore, it's 300. So basically, if you were buying the slots early in the game, you were getting as much for your money. Now you're getting so much more because of the 300 slots. So if you already have a character this far, it kind of sucks for you, because, well, you used all that money in-game, like the actual in-game money, for slots that basically didn't matter, because you're going to get 300 now, which is kind of whack. But either way, I'm glad to have that many slots. I have too many legendaries in my bank, so it's just like I had to start throwing legendaries out, which really sucks. All volunteers now start with 20 slots instead of 10, which is really nice. So you increase the starting bit, and it also increased the maximum bank size. Obviously, the SUDs can boost your bank size, can be purchased in Moxxi aboard 6-3 using increasing amounts of in-game cash. So we kind of know about that. I'm not too sure where I'm at, because I think I'm one upgrade before max. So maybe I have like 200 something slots. I don't really know, but the max is now 300, which is super nice. I don't have to keep throwing away every single legendary I have, because my bank is too full, and my whole wall is full, because I just flat out, you're able to get legendaries easier in this game, I feel like. So my bank has always been full. I'm glad they put that in there. Mayhem 4, I haven't done Mayhem 3 to its full extent yet, because, I kind of been slacking a little bit, but I'm sure that's really good for players who kind of wanted an extra boost. What I would have liked from this campaign, and we might still get it, is I would have liked a full-on just extra levels, maybe like 10 more levels, 11 more levels, something like that. But it sounds like we're not getting the full extent of this DLC. Obviously, they just talked about story plot. They didn't talk about much else other than, oh, you're going to be getting new guns, cosmetics, stuff like that. That's kind of predictable. But in terms of what cosmetics and things like that, we don't know yet. If we're getting a new level cap, we don't know that either. That might not be considered DLC 1. That might be its own free update. Something that's been kind of concerning for the past couple of Borderlands games. Generally, a DLC came out, and attached with that DLC was the new level upgrade, like General Knox in Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2, it was separate things, but I do think you needed to have the Season Pass to unlock them. Hopefully, when they have this game with the new level cap upgrades, or whatever they want to call it, hopefully they're free upgrades, not something you have to pay for. That's kind of shitty for them to do that, all while also having free events, new ways to level up, and then choosing to keep the level cap still at 50. That would suck for players who are just playing for the events and aren't trying to spend extra money. That would kind of suck for them. Although I would understand from a game development standpoint, but still, it would be nice if they could just have that be something that's free. But that's just me. Hopefully they showcase more of that. It looks like towards the, start of the DLC, or towards the end of waiting for the DLC, December 17th, looks like we're going to be having the Borderlands show planned for that week, which will also be talking a bit about the new DLC, which will release December 19th. This is actually really nice and a really good time, because I think I have finals ending the 18th, so literally just a day before, which is really, really nice. So I'll be able to, fully play that DLC as soon as it drops. For right now, guys, definitely be wearing out the Halloween event. Get all those challenges done, because December 5th is right around the corner, and we will be waiting for the December 19th. I'm not sure when the raid ends, or if it does end. Again, I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think that's going to wrap up this video for the most part, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you got all the way to here, please drop a like, drop a subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. We're over 750 subs. I'm going to be having a social video coming out pretty soon about that, which I'm sure you guys will enjoy. But that's going to be this video, guys. Please, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.